is November the 1st, 2021. I'm Andy, and this is the Minorcan Mullet Report from the Golden Ray Rec Site and the Port of Brunswick today. But we're going to start off at the St. Simons Marina, getting ready to depart out today to take a look at the site. And the bait boat was coming in, so we thought we'd just take a couple pictures here and show you guys kind of the operation here of the unloading. These guys, they've been out and they've caught the bait shrimp today. Comes in, they keep it in the tank, they transfer it over to these buckets. And, well, you know, there's always a couple locals hanging around checking things out. And they were certainly eyeing those shrimp. And then those shrimp get transferred into the bait tank where they are distributed to the fishermen that want them for bait, and they get put to good use. Hey guys, out at the site today, we got out and it was a little quiet. The one thing we did notice right off is there's a third crane that's out, and where we had seen the one crane kind of helping out with the dive operation, it's still there. And then they have another one that's inside the environmental barrier. See the claw here. The claw was kind of idle when we were out, but you can tell, yeah, it's kind of like hovering over its trophy of bottom debris that it has collected here at the site. Shots of the back of the 533 crane. This is the crane that is operating the claw to get that debris out. And the claw, it was up. Not really sure what was going on as to why they weren't really using it when we were out there, but it definitely had been used, and they had it out deployed. And you can see just by the pictures of the amount of debris that they have been collecting, and it is quite a bit. And you know that when they get this stuff kind of picked up, it's stirring stuff up. We got a bit of that coming up as well. But here you can see what it's doing. And we're seeing a mix of cars, containers, decks, just all kinds of stuff down in the bottom of the sound that was just kind of came out of the Golden Ray when it was cut, and then kind of fell apart, parts of it, when it was lifted. Had a couple debris boats that were out there kind of watching the site. These guys are keeping a vigil, looking for debris as it comes out. And they kind of work with the tide. Depends on which way the tide's coming in or out as to where they're positioned. But they were out, tide was on the way out, so they were kind of on the east side of the site while the operation was ongoing today while we were out there. But the site, the one little section where we've seen the dive boat continues to be out there. And they're working on, they've got a project or something going on. You see the dive boat here, the Little Duke, still out working the site in the sound with this crane that's there. So we'll see what's going on there. We'll try to keep an eye on this and let you guys know what we're seeing and try to figure out what the divers are into. The 1st of December means that the Christmas season is upon us. And here we see the St. Simons Lighthouse has been decorated for the season. Out watching the channel and watching the ships as it comes in, but now with holly and bows. Safety boat again out making its patrols around the wreck site. And then we made it over to Brunswick, and we're checking out. This is the Mars operation. We see Section 4 that has been pushed into position, and they're getting a little work. They're cleaning off the deck. We could see they had some smaller equipment that was up there on the deck today, kind of working around, kind of cleaning the area up, getting ready to start this dismantling process of Section 4. And if Section 4 goes as well as Section 5 did, we don't expect this to be around very long. You can see now that they've already started to trim some of the decks away, and it looks like they're off to a good start in trying to get this piece cut up into smaller pieces and get it loaded up onto this barge, where we see the last piece of Section 5. It's now on that barge. On a side note, we understand that the Mars war machine that was pulling that debris barge that had those pieces on it from Section 5, it has made it to Gibson, so they are back where they need to be, and the group over there will start working on dismantling those pieces and get them ready for scrap. Here we see the Pacific Horizon. It is getting ready to help Thor, the mighty Thor crane, disassemble section number 4. But generally, like last time, it started out kind of slow with these guys, and then you're going to see them just really burn into a boil and really start moving some pieces out of here. Looking forward to seeing that. Now on the way in, it's one of the things, stirring up the bottom with the claw. We're going to see more of this. This is a bumper from the operation, and this was in the McKay River near the St.simons Causeway. We caught a glimpse of that. This is the Methodist Center on St. Simons at Epworth, and this building is being vacated by the crews. And this building was filled with folks when the cutting operation was taking place. They don't need as much room now as they're downsizing, so those crews are going to be relocated to another section of Epworth, and this building is going to be turned back over to the management group there on St. Simons, and that's a good thing. Hey, you know how we like to come full circle with things? You remember that bait shrimp we saw earlier? Here it is being utilized. Looks like a nice red fish there. Well, hey, that's going to do it for the report. We're going to ask you, if you haven't done it yet, to please click on that subscribe link, share the video, send us some comments. We do enjoy getting the comments, but most of all, we want you guys to stay safe out there.